Before this video, I want to give a little shout out to Edviin for requesting the recorded round I do for the statistics. You can also get a shout out if you request the recorded round I'll do for the next statistics. Hey guys, I'm back. This is another one of my dynamic statistics, which are basically kind of a UHC statistic that say basically the kills and deaths of all the players, and it also gives an analysis of each individual season. And last time I did for RHP Lamb, and now I'm going to do one for Risk and Reward. I've already did it. For R&R for short. And these are all the players that have participated in Risk and Reward. As you can see, you can go all the way down here. They're also known by their current names after the name change. And I actually had to do some research into the name change. I found this website, which I'm sure most of you know by now. It looks up name changes and UUIDs. And I actually had to make some changes to my AP statistics, which is actually a class I'm taking next year, because of some name changes. For example, For the Win Kittens is actually Kittens now. I didn't realize that. This is the total amount of kills all the players have, the seasons that they've played it, in a ratio based off of kills per seasons. It's not a KDR because that way KDRs can't be infinity, and they're a little bit more fair and accurate in my opinion. And this also says what seasons they specifically played in by these numbers, how many kills they got in that season. If it's red, it's a 0. If it's green, then they got at least 1. And I've also done an analysis for every single season, just like the last one, except because they're specifically named, I've written their names down here. This is season 1, Risk of Trade. And it also says these are all the people that have played the game and what teams they were on. And this list says that how they died, or in what order they died, and how they died, and in what episode. A red episode indicates meetup, and over here we have all the episodes and how long each lasted. Now I know that episode 7 was not split up from episode 6 in terms of uploading episodes, but it took place in the time frame past 120 minutes, and that's why it's written as episode 7. The scenario was the shopkeeper, who needed to get ready, and for the winners, if the names are on this side, on a team side, it means that they won while still being alive, but if they're on this side, then they died. Season 2, Risk of Trust, was a moles game. Sorry if you can not see that, it says moles. And on this right here, it says basically who the teams truly were. As you can see, the moles are right there. Did I miss one? Yeah, I think I got all 5 of them. And if basically their highlight indicates what team they're really on, even though they're not going to show up over here. And as you can see, the moles won. So that's why I said with the dead people over here that have won, and the people that are still alive over here. Season 3, Risk of Fate. This was a random teams game. Did I make it? Oh, I misspelled minutes. Another thing is that this can be updated in real time, so those of you, like, I got a few comments saying that I missed something or I misspelled something, and I'm able to fix it in real time. So you can see the new version. Season 3, so random teams. I don't know if I said this already. I don't consider that a scenario, and they're just vanilla. And yep. Season 4, Risk of Game, Potential Arts. It's a free for all, so all the names are going to be in white, and the winner just right there, not having to go one down. Basically for that. Season 5, Risk of Pain, best PvE season. Not much else to say here besides burning tramps joking. Season 6, Risk of Loyalty. This was a king season, and the kings are going to be highlighted with this color. I was originally going to put them in yellow, but of course I would completely cover this up, and I checked it with, no pun intended, with gray and white, and they seem to have worked just fine. And these aren't differences of teams, these are like the two teams that just highlighted the kings. Season 7, Risk of Chains. There's an older version. This was played in 1.5, and sorry, my mouth is super dry. Got a drink. And so this was played in 1.5, and an older version basically means that if the game was played in a version earlier than the current version, I think this was made during between 1.7 and 1.8. I mean, today, an older version would basically be 1.6 or before. Season 8, Risk of Solitude, another free-for-all. No Anvils was the big thing this season. I don't know if you really want to call them No Anvils as a scenario, but it was kind of the big thing this season, as I said. Another free-for-all, and this was the time of the name change, so you're going to see some name changes, but the most current names are found on the statistics page right here. Season 9, Risk of Vertigo, Amplified Terrain. Meetup was 1 episode earlier. Season 10, Risk of Betrayal, Potential Moles. Once again, no episode 8. They just went into past 140 minutes. And these were the 2 teams, kind of like Season 2. And every team had a mole except yellow. I'm actually not too sure if damage was a mole. But if you see any mistakes in here, just comment and I'll fix them. Like, I already made that one thing. I did not see that coming at all. Season 11, Risk of Affection, Love at First Damage. So when I started doing this, I wrote all the names down and put them all in white coloring, and they eventually got the colors as soon as they took damage. Best PvE as well, so it made it really interesting. And last but not least, Season 12, Risk of Legacy. It was 1.6 terrain, but it was played in 1.8. A lot more people this time. And yeah. And that would be it. And once again, if you see any mistakes, so I had to do a little bit more digging this time than I did for 8B because some people didn't upload their footage. And I had to look at some montages for some seasons. By the way, speaking of which, sorry, burning. Yeah, so, not much else to say other than that. Thanks for watching.
It's time to do